Hello and welcome to the discussion on Laplace transforms. Before going into Laplace transforms, let's look at some of the examples to understand what transformation is all about. Suppose you have a river and you want to cross this river. You are at this point and you want to cross this river. The first and the shortest option is to swim. Now, if you are an amazing swimmer, you can swim across this river and reach this point. But not everybody is a great swimmer. Then what do? Suppose there is a bridge at this particular point and there is a bus stop here and there is a bus stop here. You could walk from here to the bus stop, take a bus, cross the bridge, get down at this bus stop and then walk here. Now this process might be a much longer process than just swimming across, but it seems like if you do not know how to swim, this is the only option that you have. Now this process of converting swimming across the river to walking, taking a bus and walking again and reaching this point is called transformation. Instead of doing what you were supposed to do, you did something else, but the end result is exactly the same. Let me give you another example. Suppose you want to bend a metal. Now this metal that is here, you want to bend it. Well, you could use a hand bending thing and you could actually bend this material. You could use a bender to bend it. But what if this metal is a very thick metal? The hand bender cannot be used to bend it. This is similar to saying that I do not know how to swim to cross the river. This bender cannot actually bend a very thick metal. You will have to then go for transformation because that's going to be your only option. So what's the other approach to bend a very heavy thick metal bar? You could heat the metal. If you heat the metal becomes soft. Once the metal becomes soft, you can bend the metal, and after bending the metal, you could cool it. And this is similar to walking to the bus stop, taking a bus, crossing the bridge and then walking back. Because you did not know how to swim, but you still had to reach the other bank. You did not know how to bend this very thick heavy metal, so you still had to bend it. So what did? You transformed the metal into a very hot, soft state, and then you bent it, and after that you inverted the transformation and got the metal back in its cooled state. So this is what you can do. So generally what we do with metals is we heat the metal becomes soft, then you give the shape to the metal and then you cool the metal, and then that metal can be made into any shape that you want to do. This whole process is what is called as transformation in a layman language. Mathematically, this is what we are going to do. And believe me, transformations are not new to you in mathematics. You have seen transformation in mathematics for a very long time now. One of the early mathematical transformation technique that you learnt was that of logarithms. What did you do with logarithms? When you had to multiply two numbers, let's say you had to multiply 47.1634 and 123.716324. You had to multiply these two numbers. What did you do? You were not allowed calculators. What you could do was you took the log of this number, which means you actually transformed. Multiplying these two numbers was similar to swimming across the river, and you were not good at swimming, you did not know to swim, so you did not multiply, but instead you decided to walk, take a bus and walk again. What you did was you decided to take the log of these two numbers, and after taking the log of those two numbers, you added the log of those two numbers and then took an anti-log, which gave you the same result as multiplying these two numbers. So taking a log and then taking the anti-log, that was similar to transforming and then doing an inverse transformation. Laplace transforms are precisely the same concept. You transform it into some other domain and then do a simpler operation there, and then you come back to the same domain. And this finds a very key application in the world of differential equations. You all know that solving differential equations is not easy. When you were dealing with linear second order differential equations itself, you were crying. Now imagine you have a very high order non-linear differential equation. Well, you just cannot solve it on paper. What do? You are going to convert a differential equation using Laplace transforms into an algebraic equation. Yes, you heard me right. A differential equation can be converted into an algebraic equation using Laplace transformations. Then instead of solving the differential equation, you will solve an algebraic equation. You tell me which is easier to solve. Is dy by dx the whole square minus 7 dy by dx equal to sine x into e power x easier to solve, or x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 easier to solve? I would always say that this is easier to solve, not this. I don't want differential equations, I want algebraic equations. So a Laplace transform will convert a differential equation into an algebraic equation. Please note that this differential equation does not convert into this algebraic equation. These are just examples. But in general, a differential equation will get converted to an algebraic equation when you do a Laplace transformation. Then you solve the algebraic equation, and to the solution you apply inverse Laplace. You will arrive at the solution to the differential equation. That is very cool, isn't it? You don't have to solve differential equations anymore. You just need to do Laplace transformation and then solve algebraic equations and do an inverse Laplace. You have the solution to differential equations. This is the power of Laplace transforms. In fact, Laplace transform find a lot of application when you want to convert from one domain to another, and this is true in the field of signal processing. You don't want to do things in the amplitude domain, you want to do things in the frequency domain. So to convert from amplitude domain to frequency domain, you are going to use Laplace transforms. There are many other kinds of transforms in mathematics. Fourier transform is a very good example of another transform which exists and which you will be studying in this module, in this semester itself. So transforms are there to make our life easy. Even though it is more number of steps, for example, instead of swimming, you was walking, taking the bus and walking again, which was more number of steps, but sometimes that's the only option because not everybody knows to swim, not everybody knows to solve differential equations. So Laplace transform might be the only option which is available to them. Transforms form a big part of mathematics, and this is an amazing world in itself. Welcome to the world of transforms. We're going to start looking at Laplace transforms in the next video, and we will enjoy Laplace transform, and you will see how very complex mathematical equations and operations become very easy with Laplace transforms.